Hey guys, Brian here from Thumper Fab. Today I'm going to walk through installing our sport bumper on a Polaris Xpedition. For the first step of our installation process, we're going to go ahead and install our accent panels in our wings for your front bumper. They'll be installed from the back side before coming through with your number 8 hardware and lock nut to tighten it up. Once you have all your fasteners started, you can go ahead and tighten them all up evenly. With your driver's side accent panel installed and tight, you can move on to the passenger side. The process will be exactly the same. Using our number 8 hardware, you'll tighten them all up evenly. Move on to the center accent panel. For the next step, we'll install our center accent panel. You'll install it on the inside of the bumper, just like our wing accent panels, using the same hardware before we mount up our light. With your center accent panel installed, you can move on to installing your light. If you want with that option, we'll use the brackets and hardware provided in your light box to mount it to the bumper. With your light bar bracket securely mounted to the light bar, you can go ahead and move on to installing it to the bumper. You'll use the hardware provided in your light bar box, sliding the bolts through the brackets on the light bar, capping it off with a lock washer and a nut. Once you have your light all tightened up, you can move on to installing the lower shell of your bumper body before we move to the vehicle. You'll slide the lower shell of your bumper body into place and bolt it together using 2 of our M8 fasteners, capping it off with a nylon lock nut. With our lower bumper shell bolted up and tight, we can move to installing the bumper on the vehicle. We're going to start with our upper mounts and move down to the lower. With the help of a friend, we'll bolt our bumper body to the vehicle. You'll take your long spacers and install them in the pocket here on the upper frame mount before moving on to the next step. With the upper bolts and spacers in position, you can go ahead and cap it off with a lock nut and move on to the next bolts. For the next step, you'll take your short spacers and your bolt and fasten through the lower portion of your frame by first sliding the spacers into position. Before sliding your bolt through, you may have to lift up on the bumper a little bit to get your bolt to slide through. But you'll install bolts in both the front and the rear holes before moving on to the next step. For the last fasteners, you'll have 2 short M10 bolts that'll feed up through the bottom of the bumper into your frame. Once you get these started, you can return and tighten all your hardware. So here we have the harness laid out for the light bar in our Xpedition front bumper. Starting off, we have our pulse bar plug, followed by our relay. Next, it goes to our Deutsch connectors. On this application, we'll only use one of the connectors as it only has a single light bar. When you follow the wires down, it goes to our switch harness, and the layout for our switch wiring goes black, white, and blue with the switch facing up. For the first step, we'll go ahead and install the harness in the vehicle, starting with plugging in the lights, mounting the relay, and plugging in our switch before we connect power via the pulse bar. For the first step, we'll have to gain access under the hood so we can reach our pulse bar as well as route our wires for our light bar plug. You'll remove the grill insert by turning the 2 fasteners counterclockwise, 90 degrees. Simply pulling the grill up out of the way of the bumper. And then that'll give you access to these rubber straps that hold the hood down that'll allow you to prop it up. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to set our relay and pulse bar plug resting up in the hood section to kind of give us an idea of our layout before running our switch wires through the firewall to get ready for installation of our switch later on. You'll use the grommet provided in your firewall to feed your wires through and route them down to the driver's side kick panel before coming up to the center console where we'll install our switch. With our wiring harness ran through the firewall and up through our dash, we've selected a slot that Polaris has given us. You simply pop out these blockout covers and we ran our switch wiring through it. Just as before, we'll mount the wires to our switch starting at the top on the 3rd terminal with black. Moving down, next will be white. And our bottom terminal will have the blue wire. Once done, you can simply slide your switch into the slot in the dash before plugging in your pulse bar. For the routing of our light bar wire, we ran the pigtail that came off the back of our light bar up the driver's side frame rail, zip tying it to the existing factory harness before going further up the frame tube and tying in through the harness that we fed down behind the driver's side headlight. We tied up the spare pigtail connector as we only have one light bar in this application. Next, we tied up our relay and our pulse bar plug up close to the pulse bar. For the last step of our installation, we'll install the pulse bar plug and test out the switch. We've also tied up the excess of the switch wiring, as this harness is used on many different applications. So in this application, we have some excess wire that we tie up nice and neat. This harness comes equipped with a white wire that comes off your pulse bar plug that's always hot, whether you're key on or not. For this installation, since we won't be using it, we're going to cap it off with a butt connector just to make sure there's no electrical shorts and we're nice and safe when we're bumping down the trail. With your power connected for your light bar and all your bolts tight, you're ready to hit the trails and enjoy your new Thumper Fab Sport Bumper.